we really wanted to go back. I'm actually just gonna pause this video here in a moment so we can talk about a little history of it. Is that we one of the roles we really wanted to push into. Obviously, Foxhole is a war game about different all aspects of war. Like players are responsible for driving everything, not just combat, but the logistics, the mining. The combat engineer role is one that we really wanted to push into in the past, but you can say all the building stuff is kind of like that, but there was certain very iconic things that the combat engineers in World War II were doing, and we wanted to try to fulfill one of those iconic fantasies and have it in Foxhole. And we also at the same time wanted to continue to go back and have more use for the large metal items in the game. So to that extent, we are adding in a pretty cool feature. This one, I think, field bridges.
Literally nobody in chat guessed it while you were talking about it. Not one person.
So yeah, I almost don't know what to say except.
Yeah, this will speak for itself, honestly, in a lot of ways.
This is a really cool feature, and it was actually very difficult to do. A lot of the engineering team had to work very hard, and the QA team to make this feature happen. But it was just one of those things that we kept seeing over and over in all the World War II references. Like you see engineers making bridges, right? So we wanted this to fulfill many different roles or cases. So one case is you can build over a destroyed bridge. Another case here is that you can build over rivers.
A small change to the gameplay overall.
Yeah, this is small. No big deal, guys.
Yeah,
small.
No big deal.
And it will be, because it's the large items, you can build them pretty quickly with multiple players. I just did not have a second player at the time we were making this video.
Also, we should probably say, are the costs like locked in, or is that still in flux?
Everything on streams usually is a balance in progress, right? So feedback from the dev branch obviously can change things, but this feature we hope will help in changing up the battlefield a bit, changing up some of the stalemates you see at the bridges, and just, Foxhole is ultimately a sandbox game, and we want players to be able to do as many different things as they can.
And we're oh, sorry, go ahead, Matt.
I was just going to say, there's a lot of people worried about like blocking rivers and stuff like that. I wouldn't worry too much about that.
Yeah,
we thought about it. Like Mark said, this one went through like multiple passes between the programmers, the artists, the QA. Hopefully, we've addressed all the problems, but you guys will obviously get a chance to deal with it in dev branch and let us know what we missed.
You guys are going to see the flexibility and lack of flexibility as well in the rest of this video.
Yeah, so ships can ram the bridges, so you can't block a water logi route with it. And there's limitations on how long you can build a bridge.
Yeah, you might say they're kind of fragile.
Yeah.
And look, a motorcycle can go across.
So light vehicles can go over bridges. Tanks can't.
They can try. They can try.
Oh no!
How about armored cars?
Dun, 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 dun.
We're training for future vehicles.
You have to sneak that one in.
Yeah.
So the armored cars are one of the important things to note is that armored cars is the only armored vehicle that can go over the field bridges. So armored cars have always, their role has it's sort of limited, especially once you get into the mid war, when you start getting half tracks and the tanks. So one of the ways that we want to increase the role of the armored cars is to make it the only armored vehicle that can cross the field bridges here. The field artillery is also capable, but anything heavier than that is not able to cross the field bridge. And there's a lot of little edge cases and things that we have to think about, and you guys are going to probably think about more of them in the dev branch. But we really feel that this flexible tool is an important part of the future of the game. And as Julian hinted to, there will be other applications that are coming.
That wasn't a hint. I was just talking genuinely.
Cool. So, speaking of the armored cars,
But wait,